to VerminHuntersTV with me, Si Pittaway. Today on the show, I'm going to show you the results of the accuracy testing. Now I've got my HW97KT Stage 2 tuned by Tony Wall at Sandwell Field Sports, and it's now back with me. At the start of the clip, I'm going to take you back in time to yesterday when I picked this up and went to see Tony, and I'm also going to show you some of the new rifles that Bsa have just put on the market. We're then going to come back here into the indoor range and we're going to fine tune the zero on this rifle. Once we've done that, if we've got time, maybe do a few trick shots with it and then go outside and shoot some targets at a further distance. What I can tell you is this Stage 2 tune cost £120. You might think that might be expensive, but once you watch this clip to the end, you'll see it's well worth the money. Now the Stage 2 tune, according to Tony, is normally done for guys who fire and shoot HFT and FT at a more serious level, not really for hunters. But this has been done on my hunting rifle, and I can tell you what, it makes a massive difference, and it's well worth the money to anybody who has it done. So if you are interested, please give Tony a call at Sandwell Field Sports, and you're going to see in a minute just what difference it's made to this rifle. So without further ado, let's get to the action. Well, it's that time when Tony's given me a phone and I've come to pick up my Sandwell Field Sports tuned HW97KT. This one's now been Stage 2 tuned by Tony, and I've just been upstairs with him and tried it on the 20-metre range, and it shoots absolutely lovely. There's hardly any recoil, it's just a slight nudge at the shoulder. So when I get home, I'm going to put the panorama EV scope back on it, and then we're going to get outside, do a bit of a zero in, and I'll keep that on camera for you live, and then hopefully within the next week or so we're going to go out and do some vermin control with it. We'll edit it all together and you'll see with the rest of this clip this rifle in action.
Thank you.
Right, while I'm here at Sandwell Field Sports talking to Tony and Craig, aka Buster from the Hunting Live Forum, one of the Bsa reps have just come in and they've just brought in two of their new rifles to show Tony, and I've just asked him if we can actually film them, show them you, and he says yeah, these rifles have just been released and they're just out now. This one here, stand back so you can see, this is the new Bsa Super Sport and this is the SE. Nice little rifle, you can see it's got the open sights, it's a nice weight as well. I think this will be I think 2-stage trigger tone this one?
Yeah,
2-stage trigger.
Redesigned trigger unit.
Completely redesigned, safety catch just here, and he's looking at the prices now. So we'll find out the prices at a later date and show you. And the new one, the other one, is the new Lightning Xl, which has got a really nice stock. You can see, dark, looks like a dark English oak colour, really nice, feels good in the shoulder as well. It's got a in-groove indent there for your thumb, and it's obviously a spring piston rifle, feels nice that. And these are just going on sale and coming in the shops, so that's your first look at them there in Sandwell Field Sports. Right, I'm upstairs now in Sandwell Field Sports in the 20-metre range, and the Bsa rep just give me this rifle to have a look at. This is the new Bsa Lightning Xl, and it's the GRT Lightning XL gas ram technology, and what Bsa have done is fitted a gas ram system into this. It's also got the newly designed 2-stage trigger unit. I've got no scope on obviously, but this is a 2.2 model. I'm just going to give it a few test shots out to the 20-metre point, see what it feels like. First impressions, the safety catch is really nice, feels really positive, and I do like the grip here, the front, the rear of the stock for your thumb. Trigger feels nice first stage. Yeah, it does shoot quite nice this, I've got to say. I'll have another shot. It's got a lovely first stage. Yeah, it is nice. It's a nice rifle to shoot. You can imagine putting the right pellet in it and having a decent scope, and you could do some real accurate groups with this. And this is, I believe, just being released as well in the shops, so it'll be interesting to see how people get on with these and see what their thoughts are. But for my first thoughts, it's a really nice rifle, and the woodwork on it, as you can see, is absolutely lovely. Right, there we are at the 25 metre point, and I did chronograph the rifle this morning, and it's doing a very consistent 11.45 foot-pounds with H&M field target pellets at 5.53mm. I also tried to zero on the garden, but there was a slight breeze, so the rifle will be nearly zeroed but probably not spot on. So what I intend to do now in the indoor range where there's no wind is take 3 to 5 shots at that point, keeping the same point of aim each time, seeing where the group falls, then adjusting the centre of the group to get a fine zero. Well, the zero probably only needs one click to the right looking at it, but hopefully that's shown up quite well on the camera, especially when I edit it, that looks like it's not far off a 1 pellet old group. So that's basically 3 shots, near enough going through the same hole. And to believe it or not, that was quite easy to gain with the work what Tony's done on it. So we'll zoom out now, and then we're going to have a look at the group. Well, this is up at the target end now, after watching that group shot live. And if I zoom in slowly, so we nicely stay in focus, you can see there's the group. So like I say, it's maybe 1 or 2 clicks to the right, which will bring the actual zero bang into where it's supposed to be. You witnessed that was 3 shots. Just to give you some idea of the size of that group, if I can, I'm going to put a 5p piece at the size of it. Actually, if you watch, the 5p piece will cover what I was aiming at and the actual whole of the group itself. That's how small it is. What I have done is I brought a new 177 pellet here, 122 pellet here. And if I just place it in there live, so you can see there's no fixing, it is the size actually of a 22 pellet, that group. So 3 shots actually went through the same hole, and that's the accuracy you can get from a stage 2 tune. And this is a rifle what's not even fully bedded in yet, not for another 250 to 300 pellets according to Tony. If it can do that now with that much ease, what's it going to be like after another 250 to 300 pellets? Absolutely staggering. And this is why I always say, if I'm going to have a spring rifle tuned, for me personally there's only one man I'd go to, and that's Tony Wall. He's an absolute master, and you can see the results and why I say it now. Right, I was that impressed with how easy I managed to get that group. I'm going to try it again, or another group, but this time I'm going to try and do 5 shots. See, I've moved back a slight bit. I'm at 26 metres now, and it's because I'm resting on the place on the wall, which seems to be a bit more comfortable for me. And I'm going to try and get all 5 shots if possible. Well, there'll be 6 because I'm going to make a marker under a 5p piece, and if I can do that with this 222 tune Springer, I'll be very happy, because I'd be happy if I could do it with a 22 PCP at this range. This is around about 28, 29 yards in Old Imperial. Four. 5. And what I can tell you is, with having this stage 2 tuned, it's knocked the recoil down considerably. So there's, compared to what there was, there's hardly any recoil now, and it's just a nudge at the shoulder, and the rifle comes back straight at the shoulder and doesn't seem to flip at the front as much as it used to do before I had it stage 2 tuned. It is a slight bit harder to cock, but Tony did say it would be, but the advantage you get is the reduction in recoil, and this is aiding to why I'm getting these groups so easily. It's an absolute joy to shoot, this is, and I'm not just saying it, it's now obviously proved itself twice to you how good it is. And I think this range, 26 metres, 28, 29 yards, is no test for this rifle, it really isn't, and you wouldn't believe you can get the accuracy out of Springer that I am doing with this, and this is just down to the work what Tony's done on it. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll zoom out, we're going to have a look, and hopefully all these 6 shots here, so the marker and then the 5 on top, hopefully will be under a 5p piece, but we'll see when we get up there. I'll back up the target end again, and let's zoom in again to have a look at this group. So, as you witness, 6 shots at 26 metres, so it's either 28 or 29 yards, 2.2 calibre, and I've got a 5p piece here, which for our foreign and overseas friends is the smallest coin we've got in the UK, and you can see it covers it quite easily. If I draw around it, you can see there's even room to spare. So if the edge of that group is there, you've probably got 6 shots and 3/4 of the size of a 5p piece. I think that is pretty good, to say the least. And I just can't thank Tony enough for the job he's done. Right, now that you've seen what 6 shots can do, I'm going to zoom in again, and you'll see that I've put that group, the one I've just shown you, back up. So I'm going to continue now until I get one what's considerably out of the group, so a flyer or a wobble on my belt, to see what we can do. That's 7 in 1, 7 for 8 shots. That's 8, but that was my actual fault and not the rifle. Go back in. Didn't have enough follow through on the previous shot. You can see how the point of impact ain't adjust if you don't follow through correctly. I think that's 10 shots and 9 still under a 5-pence piece. As you can see, it's just easy accuracy with this rifle now, and I'm starting to get complacent and not even really concentrate that much on my shooting. And it's still just going through that one-hole group. You can see where the reduction in recoil and the smoothness of the rifle is coming into play now with the accuracy. Every time. It's got to a stage now where the old was at that size, where actually it's something quite big to aim at through the scope, and the optics on this whole panorama is absolutely phenomenal, especially with the half-mil dot system. It's making it really clear and easy to aim at that hole now. You see it's just going through every time. I've lost count now, but we must be way over 10 shots there, and I think it's still under a 5-pence piece. I have to count these when I actually edit it. No, I'm going to keep going because this is probably better than I'd get with a PCP for the amount of shots in the calibre I'm using. And then at the end, when I edit it, you see how many we've put in. Right, that's it. Dropped. And that'll do. That's me getting complacent. It was starting to get boring accuracy. But there you go. Probably a 15-16 shot group. Absolutely phenomenal one-hole group. Well, one last look at this target then. I can't tell you at the minute how many shots went in there. But what I can tell you is I was getting bored with the accuracy and the ease of accuracy with it. This shot here was the last one, and I just didn't put any effort in whatsoever. And as you can see, I drew round the 5-pence piece, and there's 2 shots there. So whatever I shot when we edit it, minus 3 shots, and that's what's gone underneath 5-pence piece at 26 metres. You can't argue with that. I'm well impressed with it. I'm going to stick the laser finally onto the camera for the final thing. You can see it's 26 metres still. And what you'll see when I zoom in is there's the A4 piece of card, and underneath at the bottom there's a playing card there that I've actually turned sideways on or edgeways on. So it's a real thin target I'm going to be shooting at here. And about 3 weeks ago at the Hunting Life Forum, the lads turned up and attempted this at 25 metres, not 26, laid down in the prone position off bipods and off sandbags, and some of them found it very hard and didn't actually achieve it. Some did, some didn't. But I'm going to try it now with this spring rifle and see if we can clip the card. I'm sure I can do it under 5 or 10 shots. I'm going to use the card at the back as an aim off point if I miss. And there you go, first shot as you witnessed. Absolutely amazing. Right, I'm going to shot myself that is. Zoom out. I'm going to keep this live because I don't want anyone to think that this is edited. I have watched a few clips on YouTube over the last few months, and you can blatantly see that the guys doing the actual shooting or challenge or whatever they're doing have edited it and made it look like they have, but they've not actually cheated, and I don't like doing that. I don't see the point. So you've seen one shot there. If I come round, there you go. And if I turn round and zoom back down, there's the rifle. Amazing work, Tony. A bit of a long range wood here with the Sandwell Field Sports Stage 2 tuned. And there it is, straight down.
Well done.
You didn't think I would get that, did you?
No.